A very good evening to you and a warm welcome. Each and every week, I have the pleasure of spending time with meaningful conversations with authors, speakers, and global thought leaders. Today, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the CEO of Happy Alley, a great media platform. In today's world where we're surrounded by a lot of challenging times, disruption, constant change, it's a great welcome change to have a platform that is reaching out to people globally with happy, uplifting, encouraging, and inspiring news. Please join me in welcoming Arthur Koeman. Welcome, Arthur.
Thank you very much, Gautam. Thank you very much having you on board here. Very happy to share our vision.
Absolutely. And if there's anything we can do to bring happiness, joy, inspiration, and encourage the people, because everyone across the world are facing different kinds of challenges, as we know, because COVID here in India, we're in lockdown for the third month in a row again. You know, last year was 7 months. We thought we were coming out of it. And again, we're in lockdown. So you can imagine people's mindsets, people's emotions, have been disrupted. There's anxiety, there's stress at a high level today more than ever before. So it's really refreshing to have someone like yourself and your organization bringing happy and positive news and reframing the story that we're experiencing, because it's a time of reflection, a time of gratitude, a time of learning, a time of bringing people together. So what I'd love to hear from you is, Arthur, is really what inspired you to bring Happy Alley to sort of the world?
You know, Gautam, what you just mentioned about the COVID and about what's happening in the world, actually that was not planned from our side. No, we started with Happy Alley because our routine at home is to read the newspaper in the morning with a coffee. And if you read the newspapers, it's all very depressing and it's not very nice news. So first I thought, okay, we cancel the newspaper subscription, which is not a good idea.
Right.
But then I decided, you know what? We started a newspaper, an online newspaper, with only happy news, only good news. And if you talk about the experts, they say, well, in journalism, they want to have excitement and bad news. Nobody likes to just read about happy news. But we just, with our philosophy, we just believe in what we do and we just plow through this, this world with happy news and positive news. Then that was about 2 years ago when the idea came up. And then COVID came, so timing was good in that respect. Yeah, because people sit at home, people are in lockdown, they want to have something positive. So in that respect, the timing was right to do what we're doing.
Fantastic. When you mentioned the newspaper, Arthur, I mean, as a family, we've stopped reading the newspapers since January 2009. Every January, we actually celebrate, each year freedom from the media. So we haven't had a newspaper. We don't have a news channel that we watch. And it's been 12 years of freedom, because to me, when you start your day with a newspaper, which is a ritual passed on many generations, in fact, I feel it becomes a part of you. And as we know, newspapers are generally negative. And when you read negative news in the morning, as you start your day, that becomes a part of your DNA. And I've seen many a time it sort of changes. It doesn't bring out the best in you in your day. So I'm really grateful to have your presence, and obviously looking forward to support your cause and vision to reach as many people and bring more happiness into this world. So I'd love to learn about your team. Who is the team behind Happy Alley, Arthur? I'd love to hear from you on that.
When I started the idea, I thought, okay, what I'll do with a few friends of mine, we have a cheap website and we just post some happy stories. Then I started talking to my connections in the PR world and in the media world, and I shared my ideas with them, and they were all excited about it. And this excitement, not from my side, okay, I had the idea, but the excitement of the team we have created actually Happy Alley. We have now a team of 20 people, and they are on 4 continents, and they are writers, the well-known writers. We have two senior editors, and everybody's on board with the whole idea. So that lifted the whole Happy Alley concept to a very professional platform. And we have a team in Australia, Hong Kong, the US, England, continental Europe. So with that as well, we have a nice spread of expert journalists with stories from all over the world. So it grew into a very professional paper.
No, that's great. That's great. Hopefully we can add India and the UAE to your growing global network and bringing happy news to people.
Well, yeah, what we're doing as well is, at the moment, Happy Ali is only in English language, but I'm talking at the moment with a potential partner in Mexico to start a Spanish version of Happy Ali, because then we can cover South America, apart from Brazil, Mexico, and the Latin Americans in the US and Spain. And we're also looking at China, but for China, it's not easy because you can't do it yourself. You need a partner in China. But that's our expansion plans as well.
Excellent. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of English-speaking nations. As I said, English is widely spoken, so India would be a great next platform, and obviously the Gulf region as well. English is widely spoken, so it'd be great to. In fact, the UAE was the first region in the world and the first country in the world to have a happiness minister about 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
So fantastic.
Now we're up and running. We went live last year, September. And actually, the people who are looking for positive, or people who are also creating in their own little world positive news and positive stories, it's quite amazing what you find out.
Fantastic. Yeah. So what is unique about Happy Ali as a news platform? Yes, we appreciate it's got happy, positive news, but what is unique about it from your perspective?
Well, what I liked very much is I'm not from the publishing business. I was my whole career was in the trading business. But with having an online newspaper, basically you can do what you want. So we wanted to make it unique, and apart from the team we have and the stories we have, and a lot of stories are unique. We have what we did is I'll give you a few examples. We have one person we know, and he's a very well-known opera singer. And when he was on tour in the US, I asked him. I said, "Can you, from your repertoire, pick a song and make a Happy Ali song?" So what he did, and you can see it on the website. What he did, instead of "Oh Solo Mio," he sang actually on stage "Oh Happy Ali." So we did the interview on him, and we tell a story about him, and we have a Happy Ali song. Yeah? Another example is there's a restaurant in Hong Kong, Italian restaurant, which is the only Italian restaurant outside Italy with 3 Michelin stars, and they have a bar, and I know the barman very well. So what we did again we have a video on Happy Ali. The barman created a unique Happy Ali cocktail. So we have our own Happy Ali cocktail. So we did a story on the barman, a story on history on cocktails. We had like 4 or 5 stories about that. And actually in the restaurant, if you go to the restaurant, on the drinks menu, you have an Happy Ali cocktail. So that is for us the DNA of Happy Ali, to bring something unique to the world, for people to read and listen to it and have something different.
That's great. That's great. Any other stories that come to mind that you can share?
What we're doing at the moment is every year you have a global wellness day. That is a lady in Turkey called Belgin, and she has a charity website, and where every year she has a global wellness day. So this year we're partnering with her, and she has about 120 ambassadors, as they call them. And on the 12th of June, so this year on the 12th of June, be aware of Global Wellness Day, and we partner with them. So we do an interview on her, we do stories on all the ambassadors. The opera singer on the 12th of June, she has a whole day, 12 hours, live broadcast of well-known people. So the opera singer talks about happiness and talks about what he feels like. And he made a song of happiness with a Maori choir behind him. So we will do that kind of, again, Gautam, you want to be original. So you find the right partners and you do things with them. And that is exciting. And that excites the team, apart from all the stories, it excites the team about, what Happy Ali is all about.
Fantastic. No, I always believe in collaboration. My dad used to say we must divide to multiply. When we share, when we collaborate, when we co-create, we can actually achieve much, much more. So for those, health and wellness sort of 12th of June, how do they connect with this event if they'd like to reach out? Where do they find this event to be able to join, Arthur?
Well, yeah, you have to go to www.globalwellnessday.org to see what they're doing.
Right,
and then you can also have a look on Happy Ali, because we share their press releases, we do the interview, we share the interviews with all the ambassadors. So you can see on both websites, you can see what's going on. And you know, Gautam, that is really what they do with global wellness. They don't charge, they don't make any money. It's just the happiness they have for the wellness of the people. You know, and that fits the Happy Ali DNA.
Absolutely.
And
That's great.
Every ambassador in all the different countries, because they're global, all the ambassadors, they do something on the 12th of June. Something with spa, something with wellness, something with hotels, whatever it is. So to come back to your earlier question, that is what Happy Ali sets apart from the other people who do this kind of publicity.
That's great. No, I can definitely see it's a wide spectrum of value that's created and happiness, and from different parts of the globe. And it's excellent that you have different ambassadors, because everyone has unique value that they could bring to the platform and to your subscribers. Is there anything you'd like to share in terms of readers?
Sorry to interrupt, Gautam. Also, if you look at Happy Ali, you can go online. It's free of charge. We don't charge a fee.
Yeah.
And if you look at the stories, I mean, obviously, I read them every day. They're very interesting. And we get a lot of positive response from people actually. And if you look at our readership, it's growing very fast. And so I'm not at the back end, but the editors are at the back end. But the average reader reads at least 3 minutes. Now, and if you go online, not many people read at least 3 minutes.
Correct.
And so this shows you that the articles you publish, people are interested in.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely says a lot, because 3 minutes may not sound a lot of time, but actually it is, because it means that the content is engaging, it's inspiring, it's capturing their attention, which is fantastic. Yeah. So what can readers take away from Happy Ali? First of all, is you got a website? You have a weekly? Is it a weekly or monthly newsletter?
We publish online every day. Every day we have at least 2 news stories.
Right.
And we have a weekly newsletter. So if you go online to www.happy-ali.com, you can apply for the newsletter. So you every week get a newsletter, or you can go online and you read the news stories every day. It's just that we want to keep people engaged with our website, and if you don't refresh it on a regular basis, nowadays people don't have time. If you go online, if you don't like it, then people go out.
Yeah. Everyone's short of time, so they suddenly say, so they open the mail and they need to be engaged instantly if they're going to spend any time on that email, that newsletter.
Exactly, and that's why. Average reading time is 3 minutes. Is impressive. Honestly speaking, I can't compare it with other websites, but 3 minutes is a lot of time. And that's why when you see the stories, our stories are not too lengthy. They're not like you need 10 minutes to read the whole thing, because people get bored, no matter what you write.
The saying is less is more, Arthur.
Yeah.
So in that sense, you want to be able to inspire, engage, bring some interesting information in the story to them, which captures their attention, but within a certain amount of time. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But if you look at when we started, we do research, and you look at other websites, and we don't want to become a dumping ground of articles. You have to filter and refine what you do in order for yourself to make. You need to place in this publicity world.
So if someone listening to the conversation we're having today, and they've got a happy story to share, how would they reach this story for you to your network?
They can write. If you look at Happy Ali, you have info at happyali.com. Anything they can write to info at Happy Ali. You can find it on the website. and you get an immediate answer. And the good thing is, Gautam, you get an immediate answer because we are on 4 continents. So no matter the time difference, we're there.
Excellent, excellent. So I encourage each of you to visit happy-ali.com, and subscribe to the news, enjoy the positive, uplifting, encouraging, and happy stories that they share, not only from across the globe, as they said, they're in different continents. And so you'll be inspired by these stories. And if you have a story of your own, then, there's an email address, info@happyali.com, perhaps, that you could reach out to on the website and share your story. And if it's capturing their attention of the editor, then I'm sure they'll consider including your story and share that with the subscribers across the globe. So that's great.
Gautam, we do that now. We get quite often people who want to share stories with us. And it's so nice to do that,
Absolutely, absolutely. So what new initiatives is Happy Ali planning as we look forward? Obviously, you said 12th of June is one initiative.
One, and going in other languages is another one.
Right. So 12th of June is a collaborative initiative around health and wellness as a day. But you're looking at languages. You can reach out to more dialects, and then obviously more countries. Like India and the Gulf and other parts of the world. If we can spread this awareness of this great online media platform, Happy Ali, it'll be fantastic. So that's great. Around Happy Ali, anything else that you'd like to share from your perspective, Arthur?
Yeah, if you go online, if you go to our website, if you go there on a regular basis, you can see the passion the team has. And the passion the team has is reflected in our website, and that is so nice.
Yeah, I did have some time to spend, and it's the energy in the website. You can feel the passion behind what's being shared on a consistent basis, which is really great.
Yeah, and that is the love the whole team has for Happy Ali, and apart from what we publish, it is the great team we have built. And the team spirit. And let me tell you something, Gautam. I started early last year. We went live in September. And if you look at all the team members globally, most of us haven't met. Because of the COVID, But we have on a regular basis Zoom meetings, and that is all we have at the moment is we meet on Zoom. So even having a team globally not meeting each other, with the spirit you have, you build up the business with Happy Ali, and that is the pride we have with this website.
Fantastic! No, that's phenomenal. And whenever I hear a story where a team who have not met, especially in the last year and a half, across continents, and you've created this online platform and you're reaching, followers across the globe, that's really commendable. So congratulations, Arthur, to you and your team. And, my best wishes to the growth of Happy Ali, not only in the content, but to subscribers, because I think that's something that the world really would value and benefit from, is spreading more happiness and joy amongst everyone across the globe.
And that's what we're all about, Gautam.
Absolutely. So if any of you'd like to collaborate, have ideas, concepts that you'd like to share, then do, follow the happyali.com website and do reach out to the team. They're very responsive, and they're always open to co-creating and collaborating. Anything to add value, make a difference, and bring more happiness across to people in this world. So thank you for that, Arthur. As you know, Arthur, we just met a couple of weeks ago virtually, connected by a dear mutual friend of ours. And you heard that I've written a book, Breaking Bread. So what does breaking bread mean to you, Arthur? When someone says breaking bread, what comes to your mind?
I tell you, what comes to my mind is the Bible. Sorry about that. It's the Bible, because in the Bible, the bread was getting old, and they want to share food, and they break the bread because the bread is old, and that's how they share the food. But breaking bread means for me is friendship, Gautam.
Yeah.
Because you share with people.
That's great. No, I absolutely resonate. The breaking bread definitely originated in terms of breaking bread and water as one would do. And it's evolved from there in the sense to, you say, a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner with another person, an emotional engagement, and building meaningful friendships, honest, truthful, authentic friendships, which bring happiness and fulfillment. They're not transactional relationships point to point. They're friendships that are built.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's friendship, and with friendship, it's like an unspoken word.
Correct. Absolutely.
If you have the bread, you share it with me, even though without me asking.
That's great. Is there a breaking bread story that comes to mind where you met someone over breakfast, lunch, or dinner, that when you reflect back, you said, "My God, this friendship, personally or professionally, started off with a meal"? Is there any one story that you could share that comes to mind?
Well, you're over asking me a bit now, but I need to think about this one because I had so many breaking bread stories.
There's so many. I mean, your team itself, I'm sure there's a story behind one of the team members that you met, who, be it your editor or one of your team members, and it all came because you may have broken bread with them, if not physically, then virtually, I guess.
Well, the thing, if you go to the early days, when I spoke to potential team members, it was a phone call, and I explained my vision on Happy Ali with them, and they said, "Great, I join," without even seeing me. Now you join. So it was a belief they have in my vision of Happy Ali, and they signed up for that. No,
fantastic.
And we haven't met. A lot of our team members haven't met, but they all believe in the same thing, the same vision.
That's great. You already have a subscriber from this conversation, Sachin Patel. As you can see his comment, subscribe to Happy Ali right now. Looks great at the outset. Thank you. So there's a comment.
Yeah.
So that's great. And I see Suni's online as well. And she shared with a couple of people. If they're interested and they'd like to share, then do connect with your team. That's great. So these are just some comments from people who are watching this conversation that we've been having together with us, Arthur. So as we wrap up our time for today, Arthur, any closing comments you'd like to share with the audience that are with us today, and those who will be seeing this post? Obviously, we're on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. You know, I'm really, really grateful to have been connected with you and your team, and I believe that we can help you grow Happy Ali in this part of the world, and want to encourage more and more happy stories to be part of your content that you share online. Do you have any sort of closing words and comments that you'd like to share, Arthur?
Yes, I do, Gautam. You know, with again, we started the conversation about with the newspaper and the news, which is, you know, more negative than positive. And we have now a tool to bring some happiness to the world, really. You know, and it's not easy. It's not easy to run an online newspaper, especially it's free of charge. But the belief we have in the happiness we want to share with the whole world, and you can see it well with the quality of the team. If you go to Happy Ali, then you go to the team, you see the quality of the people we have, and they all believe in the same, to bring positive news to the people in the world, and you know, and that's what it's all about, because half the time it's all misery. And if you look, and honestly speaking, if you look, again, what I say, if you look at other websites, it's more a commercial website or dumping ground for news. But we have a very streamlined concept with what we want to bring to the readers, and it's all positive. And again, I read it every day. Of course, I read it every day, and it's a joy to read the stories. You know.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Arthur. I think, you know, in a world where people talk of anxiety, stress, negativity, pressure, disruption, change, and all the negative news that the newspapers and the media spread across the world, it's a refreshing change to have Happy Ali. You can count on our wholehearted support to help spread the positive news of Happy Ali's presence online, help you grow the community, and hopefully we can bring some engaging content that can really inspire and impact and transform more lives globally. Thank you so much, Arthur, for your valuable time today.
Happy to be on board here. Thank you very much, Gautam. Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. And thank you. We had Sachin Patel online, Suni, obviously, Dr. Indu Singh, and Anita as well. We see Anita sharing her comment. Happy Ali is great. Really enjoy the daily stories. And so it's always a pleasure to have like-minded, like-hearted people who really appreciate these meaningful conversations. On behalf of Arthur and myself, thank you very much for your valuable time and have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, all. Thank you.